Traders in the building, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So in this particular video, guys, I'll be analyzing for you the dollar index, gold, US30 US100 and the German 30, and I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. So without wasting time, let's just get straight to it. In front of us we do have the dollar index, and I'm currently bullish on this market. Reason is this market is currently trending up. As you can see, this one is very obvious to see. It's simply out there. Now the second most important reason is the fact that this market is currently trading above a very strong area of support. As you can see, this was a previous resistance. It resisted for a very long time, and when the market did break above, eventually it came back to retest that area, and for many months it couldn't break below. So for me, this is a very strong and very invalid area of support. So for as long as the market is trading above the structure, I'll be still looking for buys. Until then, yeah man, I'm still bullish on this market. Now the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame, which I'll start on the weekly time frame for this one, right? So last week I did notice that the market did try to push below a particular low that I had drawn for the week. So the past week I did anticipate that this market maybe was going to sell either here or sell below here. So what I saw last week was the market pushing all the way down below this area of support over here. However, it could not sustain itself below the structure. It ended up coming back inside the range for that week. So now, because of that particular move, I'm no longer having a bias directly for the week that is coming. Instead, I do want to trade this market as a range, because it has shown me that there is a very strong area of support around here, which again, there is a very strong area of resistance around here. The week that is coming, I'm just going to trade it as such, because at the moment I do see the market is coming from a support. It is going, of course, to a resistance. I will be looking for sells exactly around the structure over here. I'll be looking for sells, and again, if the market comes lower to reach the support, I'll be looking for buyers. And whichever direction the market breaks, if it ends up breaking above here, then for me it's a continuation to the upside. Or if the market ends up breaking below here, then for me it would be the market coming down to this low before it can give us that overall bullish move that we're looking at. Let's go to the daily time frame. You will see that the market did really indeed on Monday push below the structure. However, it closed above it, and for the next coming days, which were from Tuesday until Friday, the market was just trying to go up. And yeah man, that's all I have for the week that is coming on this particular market. There's nothing more into it. Moving on to gold, let's move to the higher time frame. On this particular market, or long term, as you can see, the market, I am bullish, right? I am bullish simply because, as you can see, the market is trending up. It's simple as that. But I did say that I'm very much interested in this particular structure over here. As you can see, this market was ranging around this area for a very long time. So anytime the market reached this high over here, it sold. It reached the high again, it sold. It reached the high, it sold again. Reached the high, reacted before it broke out, but eventually it did give us that breakout. So for me, the way I trade is, if a market was ranging like this, it needs to come back and retest whichever direction it broke. So because it broke the high over here, I was expecting the market to give a pushback, test that support before we can expect a further bias to the upside. However, as you can see, the market hasn't really given us that opportunity yet, but I'm still looking forward to that in case it does come. But at the moment, the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame, maybe the weekly time frame. Let's start over there to see what we can find. On the weekly time frame, I'm not really seeing anything much, but this candlestick over here represents a week's full of price action, right? So you can see how this market reacted exactly around the structure. This week, the market did come lower to test this area over here, and from there we've been pushing up, and this is where we closed. So if you go on a smaller time frame like the daily time frame, you will notice why I have already identified this area as an area of interest. I've identified this high over here and this low over here as my two areas of interest for the week that is coming. So because I do realize that the market, ever since it broke this high over here, it broke the high, came for a retest, and this is where it bought. And when it came for a retest, it came exactly around that structure, and this is where again it bought. And when it sold exactly around that high, right? It sold exactly from that high, came to test this area again, and this is where it bought. So for me, it's a valid range which I have identified. I feel like for as long as the market is trading between this high and this low over here, I'm just gonna trade it as such. So for the week that is coming, because the market is going up, I'll be trying to look for buys to this resistance over there. And when we reach that resistance, what I'm going to look for is any signs of failure to break above. If the market shows me that it's failing to break above, then I'm very much interested to start looking for my sells all the way to this support over here. And again, when we reach the support again over here, I'll start to look for any signs of failure to break below, and I'm interested to buy this market. And whichever direction the market then ends up breaking, if the market ends up breaking above, then it's a continuation to the upside. If the market ends up breaking below, then for me, then it would confirm that correction that I'm expecting on the higher time frame, on the monthly time frame, that move to the downside that I'm looking for. Moving on to US100, let's move to the monthly time frame. I'm bullish on this particular market, right? So on the monthly time frame, as you can tell, this market has been going up, right? So this market, of course, this was the highest that it has ever been before it created this high over here. Now, the way the market moves is because we created a resistance around the structure, and then we did end up breaking above that structure, we should come back for a retest before we can continue to the upside. So it does seem like the market did that over here with this candlestick around this area over here. However, I was not really so much satisfied with that move, hence I was still expecting for the market to come all the way down. So last week we did see the market coming to test at these lows over here. However, it ended up pushing even higher, right? So I do recognize that maybe the market is no longer interested on this low. However, maybe this is the low that the market was interested in. So maybe now that the market has come to this area over here and pushed aggressively to the upside, maybe we are done with the pushback. Maybe we can expect the market to continue even higher, right? Now, the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame. Let's start on the daily time frame for this one. So this market over here, I do see that because we come from this area of support, and the market without hesitation it just pushed impulsively to the upside, even closing above this area of resistance that we had over here. So the market, if it was supposed to continue going down, it should not have came above that area over there. It should have just came and respected that structure and shooting all the way to the downside. But for the fact that the market instead, it pushed and pushed and pushed and ended up closing above, if you use the line chart, it's going to confirm that to you. As you can see, the market has closed above that area over there. So for me, I believe that because of that impulsiveness, the market is just going to continue going up even for the week that is coming. So what I'm looking for is to see if the market is going to give us a retracement over here, then a push above to break this resistance is what I'm looking for, right? So now, how do you know if the market is going to go up or down? I have identified two areas of interest if you maybe go to the 1 hour time frame over there. So because we are at an area of sensitivity around here, it's for me to see that the market is indeed bullish. I have recognized that the market over here has created some sort of a minor range, right? As you can see, it reaches the high, it sells, reaches the low, buys, reaches the high, sells, reaches the low, buys, right? So this is a range on a 1 hour time frame. So for me to know that this market is bullish, I need the market to break above this resistance over here, and then on the retest, this is a good area for me to start looking for buys, hoping to break that resistance. Of course, this for me would confirm that this market indeed is bullish. However, if the market could end up breaking below this area over here, then for me, I would not be so much confident to buy this market again anymore, because then it would mean maybe this resistance has held as strong as it is, and then the market will start to go lower, maybe coming back to retest this low over here. Pretty much that is all I'm seeing on this market. There is nothing much into it. Let's move on to US30. US30 on the monthly time frame, as you can see, the market is bullish, right? So the market has been going up, as you can tell. Similar to what US100 has shown us, as you can see, we did have the high that the market created before, eventually creating a new high. So typically what you can expect is for the market to give a pushback and then a continuation. Go to a smaller time frame, maybe the weekly time frame over there. So for the week, as you can see, the market, it tried to push lower. However, it ended up closing exactly where around where it opened, almost where it opened, right? So for me, this move make me feel a bit less confident with the bias that I had, which was bearish bias on this particular market. So maybe the market is no longer interested to go down. However, we will never know that until the market actually shows us that. So the only way we can find out is to wait for the market around on the, let me go to the daily time frame over there, or maybe let us go to the 1 hour time frame over there. So for the week that is coming, because I no longer have a bias on this market, I don't know what the market is really trying to do. I have identified that, okay, it does seem like again over here we do have a range, right? So this would be the high of the range, as you can see the market reacting around that structure, and this would be the low of the range with that wick, as you can see, and then with this reaction over here. So for me to know that this market is indeed bearish, I need to see the market coming down, right, breaking below the low, retest, and then this is where I'm going to start to sell. Or if for me to know that the market is bullish, I need the market to break above here I gave a retest, and then I will know that the market is bullish. However, I'll be paying attention to how it reacts around the structure. And see how when the market broke below, which was on Monday, it gave a breakout, right? And then came to this resistance, and from there it couldn't break above that resistance. So for me, it's a very strong area of resistance. As you can see, we have about we have the rest of the week pretty much failing to break above that structure over there. So if the market can end up breaking, then maybe it's a right area for us to look for buys. And if the market ends up breaking below here, it's the right area for us to look for sells. Pretty much that is what I'm looking at on this particular market. Moving on to GER30, and I'm closing with this one. GER30, I'm bearish on this market on the smaller time frame, but if you go to the higher time frame over there, like the monthly time frame, you will see how this market is indeed bullish, right? So the way that I have observed, in fact, is that the market, this one, it likes to move in patterns of a zigzag formation, right? So the market created those highs, broke those highs, came back for a retest, and then the market then pushed higher, right? And then created again this high over here, created that high. This was again another retest. When it broke above that, it came for retesting this low over here, and then the market pushed higher. So this is what I'm expecting that the market is going to do. Now that it has broken above and created a new high, maybe the market is going to eventually come back to retest this high over here before you can expect more bullishness to the upside. Now the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame, maybe the weekly time frame over there, and you want to identify areas of interest, right? So on the weekly time frame, okay, there's not really much that I'm seeing. Let's rather go to the daily time frame. So coming to the daily time frame, you can see how I did say that we did. For me personally, in fact, I saw this as a range around this area over here, right? Now, and I'll switch to the line chart so that you can see why for me that was a valid range. As you can see, the market came to this high and it dropped, right? And when the market broke the high, it tried to buy above there, but it couldn't, and then instead it closed below. And as long as it was below that area, the market kept on selling, right? And when it went there again, the market kept on selling. So for me, that was a valid area which I saw as a high. Same as how the market, when it broke above, came to retest this area twice before it pushed higher, and again it did come again over here to retest this area before it went higher. So for me, that was an area that I was looking at as a range. Now, for the week that is coming, I do believe that the market, because it acted in this manner, we did see the market coming all the way down, and then it found support around here, right? So for the week that is coming, these are my two areas of interest. I'm looking at this high over here, and I'm looking at this low over here. So I do believe the market is just going to push higher, maybe to this resistance, and then this is where we can expect the market to give us those selling opportunities. If the market end up closing above over here, then for me, it would mean the market maybe is no longer coming down, and then I would treat it as such. I'll look for a retest and then start to buy the market all the way to the upside. So this is why for me this is a good area to start looking for sells from, right? So I'm looking for sells around that area, and hopefully if the market ends up breaking below this low over here, then it's another opportunity for a retest, and then we take the market all the way down, hopefully to this support over here, as I have shown you on the monthly time frame. Apart from that, yeah, man, that's all I have for you that is coming. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have something you want to ask or a comment you want to make, do make sure you hit the comment section. Apart from that, yeah, man, thank you for watching up to this far. I love you guys. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, and I am out.